the possibilities of me getting fined for this or suspended are inevitable. You know, I've said my piece about PWX versus EVO, or EVO versus the Ring of Honor of the South, and on every social media forum that I could possibly think of. I've talked about it on Twitter. I've mentioned it on Tout. I spoke about it on Facebook, and even on YouTube to some extent. You see, but there's one person I never really talked about. Now, granted, I had a brief, small exchange with you, Ty Sean, directly on Twitter, but I never really talked about you. You never really talked about me until recently. Against my better judgment, I've been told not to put this out, but I'm going to. I'm not going to sit here and harp on history as you didn't, because you're right, history does nothing. All it does is fuel the fire. And everyone knows the history, and everything that everyone said so far has been on point and true. So I watched your video, Ty, and you said some pretty hard-hitting things. You said that you don't use Kirby Mack because I'm done. And you got all the money you could out of me. You said that I'm nothing without TJ, and maybe team action is and was all I ever will be. And my immediate reaction to myself was that I should be angry, but I wasn't. See, I was thinking that, you know, maybe you're right. But Ty, who the hell are you? Who the hell are you to come on here and start running off at the mouth like you're going to do something about anything? All you're going to do when this is all said and done and you made the money that you think there is to be made, you're going to pack it up and run somewhere else. You see, this isn't EVO versus PWX. This isn't EVO versus PWS versus CWA versus whatever pretty little bow you want to put on a new promotion, Ty. That's not what this is. Yeah, I applaud Patrick. You know why I applaud Patrick? Because Patrick did something that nobody was doing at a time when the economy was at its worst. Patrick took pro wrestling, the bottom of the barrel in sports entertainment. He took a risk with guys that had talent, with guys that have proven themselves. And you want to call it your leftovers, you want to call it your has-beens, call it whatever you will, but the fact of the matter is Patrick did something you didn't. He didn't sell us out. He didn't run up the river for some fake success to be snorted away up someone's nose. No, that's not what he did. And now you want to come back, I guess, to reclaim your territory, or because you're a little jealous of the attention that Patrick and EVO's getting. You know, there's one thing that I won't deny. There were two people that had their hand in the success of Team Action. That's Thomas Simpson and it was Ty Dillinger. Both of you took a risk on two guys that don't even weigh 200 pounds collectively. Two guys who thought they were better than they probably were at the time. You put some steam under us and you rocketed us to the top. Absolutely. I'll give you your up-and-comings on that. But you want to talk about how you made everybody and Patrick is just hopping along off of your success? No. Patrick Wright brought wrestling back to the Carolinas. Patrick Wright brought competition back. He brought the best out in everybody. Patrick Wright brought Kirby Mack back, and whether you like it or not, Patrick Wright brought Ty Sean Williams back. And that's where we stand, Ty. You want to sit there and say that I'm a has-been, that you got the best out of me, and that there's nothing left. Maybe you're right. But I'll tell you what, buddy. You have got an open access pass. You're at that show just like I am. I beg you to walk down that aisle and stand at the ring. Stand ringside and watch as me and Chiva Kid, two of Pro Wrestling EVO's, two of Carolina's finest, go head-to-head for the Super Hex division in what is Pro Wrestling EVO and what it's all about. And I'll tell you what, after the end, when I'm gassed up, when I've got nothing left in my tank, when Chiva Kid has taken me to the limit and I stand victorious in that ring, if you're not impressed by what I did and you see a has-been and you see a hack, then you get in that ring, Ty. Because we all know you've got the balls to do it. Sure, you can talk, but you can back it up just as much. You get in that ring, you look me in my eyes, and you spit in my face. And you go ahead right then and there. You put the nail, you put the final nail in the coffin of the legacy that is, or that was, Kirby Mack.